Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about women entrepreneurs and their role in pushing forward the developmental process in Egypt and, of course, the economy. And we're very much honored to have with us one of the senior entrepreneurs here in Egypt, Dr. Reem Fawzi. Thank you very much, Dr. Reem, for being with us. And would like to congratulate you on your new posts because well, to mention, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has issued a decree to that the board members of or the board of any company would include at least 25% of women or at least one woman. And Dr. Reem was appointed as a member of the board of one of the companies affiliated to the tourism authority. So we would like to congratulate you on that. To start with, Dr. Reem, how do you see the role of women in entrepreneurship and starting business here in Egypt?
I think that we have responsibility to be a woman entrepreneur. We have responsibility, especially the women who success to be entrepreneur and to change in the society. We have responsibility to help other women to take the same road and to beginning small businesses and to encourage them to start.
Yes.
Starting in the society like Egypt, it's for the women with many responsibilities, again, with the families and the children and so on. It will be, they think a lot to begin work. But now, especially these years, the women stand beside the men in every business to have more life, to start business and because many responsibility for the women.
Yes.
I think we have we must encourage the other women to start the business, help them, give them some how they make the business plan, how they take the finance, and many others to make them start.
So you, as a senior entrepreneur, you help women, especially in rural areas, how to start their own business, how to have a business plan, because they might have the idea or the ambition, but they don't know how to take the first steps onto the real business world. So you go and help them, you provide them with ideas on how to take loans from banks, on how to understand profit, how to calculate the costs and the profit and so on.
How they make their dream become as a company. Some women have many good ideas, and they are clever to make clothes, clever to make some new projects.
Yes.
And they don't know how the steps, how they begin, how to know if they have a profit or no, how to make the finance, how to get loans. We always try to help them, especially in the south of Egypt. It's a lot of women have many good ideas, and they want to become from idea to business.
Exactly.
We try to help them, and also the not only the society help them, and also the governmental sector. They help them to take loans, they help them to...
so it is the role of the government, it is the role of the private sector too, and it is the role of senior entrepreneurs like yourself.
It's a social responsibility.
It's social responsibility, yes. So the collaboration of all those institutions, whether private or public, and even senior entrepreneurs are pushing forward women to become more involved in the world of business and to be entrepreneurs. How do you see that?
Of course, we have many projects who help these women to go to the road, to start. They help them by giving them loans, by teach how they or how they make the market research, how they begin, how some courses are talking about the HR, how they deal with the rules, how they deal with the people who work with them. All of every the government have their responsibility, also the private sector, also the senior entrepreneur. All of them must going together to make the society more acceptance to
women. Speaking, also the state is making huge efforts in order to empower women. And His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has issued several decisions, decrees, and all those that come in the best interest of women. How do you see all these decisions?
You know that 2017 is the
year of the woman.
The year of the women. He make a lot for women. He make a lot for women. He changed a lot for like he changed the rules. He changed give them the instruction to make the women not only in business but also in the board members, in the governmental. You see how many women in the parliament, and also
yes.
it's you know a lot. He make a lot for the women to be in the route, to
yes.
be in the right way.
Yes. Well, a short break, ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be right back to resume this week's edition of Women's World. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still with you in this edition of Women's World with our guest, Dr. Reem Fawzi. And now we want to know more about the projects, Dr. Reem, that you have been involved in.
I have many projects, especially in the field of tourism and transportation. For the first time in Egypt, we have a women driver.
Yes.
And this is first time in Egypt and in the Middle East, as they are a professional driver, a licensed driver. They work as a taxi driver, as a microbus driver, and they take license. They take a lot of courses, and then they take license to be a driver. This is one of my projects. And also in the field of tourism, I depend of women in many positions, not only in the board members, but also I have many women from starting from working as a driver for the tourists, and also women who deal with the tourists to make a reservation for them. In every project I have women. More than 40% of my employee is women. Also, I am a former board member for ITA. ITA, this is the Travel and Tourism Association. And also, I am board member in many big companies, governmental companies.
Dr. Reem, in your opinion, how can entrepreneurship be one of the reasons for supporting development in Egypt, supporting our national economy? How do you see the importance of entrepreneurship in general?
If you see our generation, if you see, you will find women is equal the men in the population. So you must depend on women in the entrepreneur to make the society more better, to make our life more better. So we must help women to involve in business. If women involve in business, in private sector especially, you will find a lot of jobs, jobs for these women. you will find a lot of idea come to make the society acceptable, to solve many problems in the society. Like when women come to the job of drivers, when the women become a driver,
that was a profession dominated by men.
Yes, yes, and also it solves a big problem for the parents who want their children go to school and they afraid to give them
and for women themselves to trust women to be with them in the vehicle.
Yes, so women always have idea. We must help them to become entrepreneur, to take the action, to change their life and change the society. And we must also you have a rules also that change the society mind to accept the women in all the jobs.
Yes. How do you see the role of small and medium enterprises in boosting the Egyptian economy?
Of course, the Egyptian economy will depend on the small and medium companies because they solve the jobless, solve the problem of many young people who don't find jobs. So these kind of companies, these small companies, solve this employment problem because they will find job for many people.
Yes.
In many categories in the society.
How far did women achieve women's empowerment? We have been talking about women's empowerment and the role of the state in this regard, the role of the society in this regard. How far have women achieved?
I think we success. I think nowadays we success to put the women in their right positions. This is for help from the government and from our president. All the women are now in the right positions.
Yes. What would be your advice as a senior entrepreneur? What would be your advice for the younger generation of women who want to start their own business?
The first thing to arrange their time, arrange their responsibility between as a housewife and the woman who work. The board of the around her husband, her family, her children, to start her own business, to study and make market research. What is the society need? If you work on the needs of the society, you will success. So they must search around them about the market needs. Also about what she have, what she learned, her resources, her inside resources, what she can do. And study how to manage, how to run a business. She must study how to run a business and always learn. Always learn. You know, many technology come, many smart solution come to the business. So she must always learn.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
Yes. I'd like to thank you very much, our dear guest today, Dr. Reem Fawzi, a senior entrepreneur. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today in this edition of Women's World. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi signing off.